get him in the car, get him buckled up. Everybody's seated, about to go, and then he coughs. And it turns into a bit of like a coughing fit, and then he throws up all over the back seat. What's up, perfectly blended family, and welcome back to another video.
I'm Chantel.
I'm Greg.
And guys, when we thought things were done and over with, no, it looks like things are getting worse. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. So when we drop a new video, you're alerted. Alright guys, let's get into it. So Dainy woke up at, I'm going to say about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And it started with him running to the washroom because his tummy was hurting him.
I just remember him making noises.
Yeah.
Dude, what is...
Then I made sure he was okay. He went back to bed.
Yeah, he just said he had a tummy ache and he had like a loose stool, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he was just on the toilet for a bit and then
back to bed. Then, less than 30 minutes, he was up again. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Then he went back to bed.
30 minutes later.
30 minutes later, he's up with the same thing. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, because it was just sitting first, then he was throwing up.
Yeah.
Because I remember him saying, "No, I'm throwing up."
Yeah. And then I remember, like, he's throwing up and I see red. I'm like, what is that? But it's hard to tell when kids eat candy, whether it's like gastrointestinal or is it the dye from the candy. Then I remember he had a piece of cherry cheesecake with cherries on it. And I'm like, that's what the red is.
But between, like, I got up a couple times with him. You got up a few times. Oh, he threw up in his bed.
Yeah. That was like the last bit of it.
Oh, that was the end?
Near the end, yeah.
Oh my God.
So terrible, guys. No fever. No fever. So
no,
I'm thinking,
nothing else wrong.
I'm thinking at this point, it's his gluten sensitivity. This is what you and I are both thinking. Like,
because he had pizza.
Yeah. I went and bought him pizza because it was pizza day at school. I forgot to order the kids' pizza, so I had to run and get pizza so they didn't feel left out. Thing is, at Pizza locally, like where we're from, they don't sell...
Yeah, they don't have pizza in the States.
Oh, okay. So it's a local pizza store here. They don't sell individual gluten-free pizza. That's only if you're buying a box of pizza. If you're just buying individual slices, then you have to get regular pizza. Usually he's okay with eating it one off, but after Halloween and all these Halloween parties he went to, they were offering pizza and he had pizza. He went to a birthday party, he had pizza. Halloween, he had pizza. Then the following week, Mom gives him pizza. I think nothing of it because it's not like he's having it every day, but it's the accumulation of it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking it's like a gluten storm. Like he's throwing up, he's having stomach pains, stomach cramps because of the accumulation of gluten.
So multiple times through the night, I have no idea when the last time was that he actually got up, but he got up at least 5 times. Because I went twice, you went 3 times, at least.
At least, yeah.
And then this morning, he got up and got dressed and had breakfast and he was with himself.
He was totally fine. I'm like, okay, he's going to school. Like, whatever was in him is now out, and he feels much better, which is great.
You know how he is. He's like that. Dainy, how you feel? Good. Gives the thumbs up. I'm like, you good? Yep. He goes right to the fridge. He gets his frozen fruit cup. Yeah. And just has breakfast and totally himself.
Yeah.
Like, wow, okay, he must have just needed to clean out his system, ate something he shouldn't have, and that's that.
Right.
And that's all I knew until I went to pick him up from karate.
Well, he was good at school. My mom's like he was a bit mopey and was telling my mom he wants to go home because his tummy hurts, but my mom didn't really think anything of it because she's like, oh, you know how Dainy can be. He can, over-exaggerate things. I'm like, well, all kids can, right? But my mom also told me there was an incident at school. Like, he got into a little tuffle. I'm like, a fight? She's like, yeah, well... She didn't see what happened, but the kids play rough, and all the kids were on top of each other, and apparently like Dainy was at the bottom, so he got hurt, and he was saying his rib hurts. But my mom's like, I'm not sure, because I spoke to my mom this morning about what happened overnight. So my mom's like, I'm not sure if it's all that vomiting or whatever he's having, like, you know, rib pain, abdo pain. I'm like, I don't know.
Gosh.
It's been really a rough day for him. So my mom's like, no, I think he's okay. It's just he's being Dainy. I'm like, all right. So my mom picks him up from daycare, takes him to her house because they have karate. My mom helps out with karate. And she sends me a picture. She's like, Dainy's not feeling well. Like, he's on the couch passed out. But I sent a text saying, you know what? That's Dainy. Every time I pick him up from daycare, every evening I pick him up, he's passed out in the car. He'll come home, he'll pass out on the couch.
Like he's had a day. Let him sleep. Plus, he didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. So, yeah, he's probably just tired. Let him take his nap. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, no, he doesn't look well. I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm not going to give him dinner because he doesn't want to eat. And I'm like, okay, we'll just take it easy on him. Then an hour later at karate, she sends me a picture of him throwing up. I'm like...
So, I get there, and she's sitting on the bench, and he's sort of laying across her lap. I assumed he was in karate. I had no idea any of this was going on. I thought he would be in class. And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, he's still sick. And then she shows me the message she had just sent you. Mm-hmm. And like it was like just sent, like within 5 minutes or something like that. I'm like, what? I had no idea. But yeah. Okay. So now I'm picking them up from karate.
Oh my goodness. I didn't go. I'm home doing work.
So Chantal's mom just fills me in, basically what she had been messaging Chantal. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll take him home, get him, he'll get sleep.
Yeah. I told my mom, I'll assess him once he's in, and like, you know, I'll see what's going on.
How do you feel? He says, good, tired. I'm like, all right, are you going to be sick? No. All right. Get him in the car, get him buckled up. Everybody's seated, about to go, and then he coughs. And it turns into a bit of like a coughing fit, and then he throws up all over the back seat. Throws up in his lap, on his leg, on the chair, the floor. Like, I'm like, I go back there. I'm like, dude, I thought you didn't eat anything. Your mom said he didn't eat anything. All he had was his fruit at lunch.
But it looks like he threw up a lot
of
stuff.
He threw up a lot. Yeah. In the picture, when your mom said, like, look, he's being sick. Oh, there was more of that all in the back of the car.
So what was that? Is that spaghetti? Like, what?
He didn't eat his spaghetti. He told me the last thing he ate was his fruits. I have no idea what that all was. He must have eaten something. Maybe he was picking on something and your mom says she didn't notice. Is that possible?
Or daycare?
It was like crackers. Daycare.
Daycare, they get a snack.
Yeah.
Ritz crackers.
The crackers?
Ritz crackers.
Yeah, that was definitely crackers.
More gluten.
At your mom's?
No.
Daycare.
At daycare. Oh, that could have totally done it. Because he cleared out his system and he was fine through the day. Not fine, but better. And then not until he had the gluten, he threw it up again.
Okay, I have to go talk to the daycare teacher and let them
Because
know.
we literally just... Yeah, sorry. Amaya's over here doing her homework.
You want to say hi, Maya? Hi.
Yeah. And she said at daycare they had Ritz crackers. Man. So I had to take some of the kids' clothes out of a plastic bag in the back, give him the plastic bag so we can make it home. He's like, what about this? I'm like, don't even worry about anything. We're just going to get you home. I got to clean it home. There's nothing I can do here. So I get home. Call Chantal, who was working. Babe, can you come help Dainy? I'm going to go clean the car. Mm-hmm. So you did. I did. He went straight to bed.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because when you're out picking him up, I'm in the process of washing his bed sheets and everything, getting it clean because he had thrown up on his bed sheets earlier in the morning. So everything's in the dryer. I'm like, okay, he's going to have nice warm sheets when he comes home. Everything's going to be great. Comes in, his jacket's a mess. I'm like, I just did your laundry. No big deal. I tell him to take off everything. I put some of my clothes, his clothes together.
Man, poor guy.
I know, but are we sure it's the gluten?
Okay,
Because
the last time he had a bunch of gluten things, he had a very similar issue. And it was right after he had the gluten, like standard gluten pizza. He's like, his stomach ache, loose stool, and I thought he threw up, but he was upstairs, so he made it to the washroom. and it was not, so it wasn't an issue, like there was no mess or anything. And I swear we, at that time, it's like a whole bunch of, we're like, he had this, too much gluten all at once. I think it was like gluten storm, like he said. And then just happened to be that he had the pizza again yesterday. And then after the pizza, he ended up getting sick like that. Seemed to clear his system out, seemed totally fine this morning. Even going through the day, not 100%, but better. As soon as he had
more gluten,
then I'm like, how did you get through school all day not throwing up?
Right, that's what I asked him. I'm like,
with your mom?
That's why I asked him, I'm like, did you throw up at school? He's like, no. I'm like, did your tummy hurt at school? He's like, a little, but no. And then I'm like, so how did it? He's like, it hurt after he ate his fruits. And I didn't check his lunch box, but I think he said, he's falling asleep on me. I think he said he didn't finish his lunch, or he didn't eat his lunch.
I don't think well, yeah, we can have a look, but... his normal lunch is gluten-free. But
then we started giving him, he wanted nuggets, he wanted meatballs, he wanted other things, and we started mixing it up because, every day the same thing, variety. It gets boring. Exactly. You need variety. So anyways, he comes home and I make his bed. He's sleeping while I'm making the bed. He's done. Like, he's so exhausted from throwing up all day. I'm going to say all day, but the morning and then later on in the evening, all that is just work, right? You're so tired. So he passes out, and I'm trying to ask him questions. Then I go to put on his stocking. I'm like, buddy, I got to put on your stocking. Come on. And I just see a little nick of, like, blood at the back of his head. I'm like, what is that?
What?
Yes. So small. Like, it could have been like when you're scratching yourself. That's how small it is. Okay. But the fact is I could see it. I'm like, is this when you fell, or like when everyone was on top of you? He doesn't know. He says yes, but I don't think he knows. But this is me putting things together, and I'm like, what's going on? So I have to call my mom and talk to her and see, because she was there at lunchtime. But yeah, he had like a little nick, a little dry blood.
I assume he's gonna be fine in the morning, just like he was this morning. Because again, he still threw up some more once we got home, didn't he? Cleaned his system out again.
Yep, cleaned it right out. Like, he can have gluten, but it can't be an accumulation in a short period of time, because that's what will happen. If it's spaced out, he goes to a birthday party and has pizza, he'll be totally fine. But it's like birthday party, Halloween party. I gave him pizza. Then we had a Halloween party at pizza. Oh my
gosh, everything around Halloween. Yeah, he had so many parties.
It's too much.
And birthday cake and all of that.
So Dainy's like really going through it. I honestly thought, babe, like dismissing the gluten, I thought, I'm like, oh, maybe it's just like a stomach bug.
Well, yeah, if Amaya didn't just tell us that he had crackers at daycare.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that makes sense. That's what I saw. Yeah, like I don't know what this could be based on the food that he's eating. And even the pasta that I gave him was gluten-free.
Yes.
If he were to have eaten any of it. But Mimi said he didn't eat any dinner.
Yeah.
Amaya's just saying he was sleeping most of the time at his grandma's.
Yeah. All you can do when you have a tummy ache is sleep.
It's been a long time since I've thrown up. But it's exhausting. I do remember that.
Yeah,
I've slept beside the toilet before.
Yeah, so... And he was too. He was on the floor just laying there. He couldn't even get up. I'm like, Dainy, come on, let's get to bed. And he was like, no, we're able to make light of it because we know what's going on. I think he'll be fine. He's gone through this before, is all I'm trying to say.
Man.
But we really have to watch his gluten intake. Like, he cannot tolerate the gluten.
Want to hear something crazy?
What?
So I was watching it was kind of like a documentary talking about how, for some reason, gluten is an issue in North America. But why isn't gluten an issue in Europe? Like, they live on bread. Like, that's like a standard. And it doesn't cause any issues. And when they traced back the source, they said they believe it's what we're spraying on it. So it's actually the weed killer that we're spraying over the wheat fields that's causing the sensitivity, not the wheat itself.
What we're putting on it. Not leaving things in its natural state anymore. Want to hear something?
Was the difference, but yeah.
Something crazy too?
Oh no.
I got an email from Wolfily saying that my order has been shipped.
Are you serious? Come on.
No, I'm going to wait to receive it.
Oh my god.
It's a full moon. I'm going to wait.
What?
Yes. Says that order has been shipped. I'm not sure.
You think you'll ever actually get anything?
Well, if the RCMP is saying it's a fraudulent website,
Yeah,
no.
but you said in the comments that people said they got random things that had nothing to do with their order.
Exactly. So I want to see this. So I thought I'd just
Let it play out?
Yeah, I'm going to let it play out. The bank's
gosh.
they reimbursed me. They said
Okay, sorry.
when the bank called today and I waited over an hour to talk to somebody because I missed their call.
It was way over an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I'm upstairs and I don't want to go downstairs because I don't want to listen to the hold music.
Okay, wait. We got to fill these people in because people are like, what are they talking about now?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I purchased family pajamas, then realized by searching up reviews, because I didn't receive an email confirmation from the seller once I purchased off their website, that I will be receiving my order. So I started to file a dispute through my credit card company. I had to contact RCMP. My bank gave me an email to contact the RCMP. I did just that. They said, yes, this is a fraudulent website. Don't communicate with them. Go through your bank to get reimbursed. Bank said, we can't just reimburse you like that because they need to be posing as a brand. I'm like, just put in any brand. Like, they look like Old Navy. I don't know. Then you and I found that they're posing as Shein.
Yeah. Actually, like, copy from Shein's website.
Yes. Okay. But you know what, guys? Long story short, I get a confirmation from the fraudulent website that my order has been shipped.
How long after you ordered?
So today is Thursday. I ordered Sunday.
And you've already put in a dispute through your bank?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically the bank called me today and I thought they were calling me to say that, you know what? They can't issue me a refund because the email confirmation from RCMP hasn't been received, because the very last thing they said to me before we hung up was the only time we'll contact you is if we don't receive that email, and they were having issues on their end. So I'm like, oh great, so I have to resend the email. Called, waited over an hour, and the girl's like, no, next time it needs to be from a brand. Like, we'll give you your refund, but next time you file a dispute, we need a brand. And RCMP didn't list a brand. But I was going to tell her, well, Shein's here. Like, they're posing as Shein, and then it would have been fine. But, like, it doesn't even matter. Okay. So now we're here, and I'm going to see if I get my order.
Oh, my gosh.
So many crazy things are going on.
When you went to the bottom of the website, they tell you how the package would be shipped. Here's the shipping and return policy. It actually said Shein. Like, it used... They didn't even try and take the name out. Like, it was just overlooked.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to keep you guys updated. But back to Dainy here. So he's sleeping. And because now Amaya fills us in and lets us know it's the crackers, now I'm leaning towards, it's the gluten. He's not tolerating it well. So that's exactly what it is.
Because as long as he eats very light gluten,
he's okay.
To no gluten, it's never an issue. Because when he eats it light, but the frequency starts to come in, he'll get like a rash. Eczema.
That's how you know it's, and that's what he was getting. That's the first warning that something's gonna happen.
The eczema, like his body just can't handle it anymore. It'll start to react.
And he was getting that, and then now it pushed it over.
And so you guys, if you're noticing this yourselves or noticing it on your kids, the eczema, check the gluten. Like, so anything basically wheat containing is the easiest way to say it.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, we're going to let him sleep, and we're going to check on him in the morning and see how he's feeling. But we'll keep you updated. The next day. So Greg and I just came back from dropping the kids off to school. And good news, Dainy is totally okay. Back to his normal self. It just sucked seeing him go through what he went through last night, which is the gluten storm. So what I did is last night I ordered 2 medical alert bracelets because Greg and I spoke about it, and this is like a serious condition because if he consumes a lot of gluten, he'll throw up and vomit and be on the toilet to the point where it's possible he can become dehydrated and end up in the hospital, right? So I think it's important for the community to know, like such as daycare, school, if he's at birthday parties and stuff, that he does have a gluten allergy, especially when I'm not there. So I ordered, I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. So I ordered 2 of these, and it has writing on both sides. Here's the other side. Okay, so one side it says gluten allergy, the next says alert, like no gluten, please. And yeah, I think it's important for him to have it on. I now have to call the school, call the daycare, and put in an allergy alert for him because he didn't have one. I have written it on like permission forms and things like that, like allergies to be aware of. I'll be like gluten sensitive, but now I'm noticing as he gets older, this might become problematic if people don't know. And he's realizing too, and it's good that he is at such a young age, he's 5, that he can't have gluten. Because I've noticed in the past, he would ask people, does this have gluten in it? So it's good that he's aware and he's going to have to be able to articulate for himself. So he should know what he should be eating and what he shouldn't be eating. Anyways, I wanted to vlog him for you guys in the morning. He was his normal self, but we were in such a rush. Like, what else is new, right? But like, we didn't have time to vlog him and stuff. So that's pretty much what's up, guys. It's a little morning update for you. I think I have a couple phone calls to make. So I'm going to do that to make sure that we have a safety plan in place for Dainy. But pretty much, guys, I'm not sure if Greg and I mentioned it last night. I'm not going to get him officially tested because it's an invasive procedure. They actually take like a sample from your intestine. It just becomes like a really invasive procedure. I'm not going to put my 5-year-old through that. So I'm just going to leave it right there and we're just going to really monitor his diet. I also found these gluten easy pills. They're like digestive enzymes, but more so for gluten. That if he does have gluten, the occasional gluten, for example, if he goes to a birthday party one day in the month, I would give him this pill to take so it can help him break down the gluten, just so he doesn't have an accumulation in the body. So I think this is the direction that we're going to go to make sure Dainy's safe, but I just wouldn't want him to go through like the storm he went through last night. So that's kind of our solution plan. All right, guys, I'm going to get to work. I have phone calls to make, and yeah, I'm going to keep you updated, and Dainy will be home this afternoon.
A little later.
Hey, guys, so it is now time to go pick up the kids from daycare. It's raining. It's a pretty wet Friday. I just want to update you guys that I did call the school and the daycare to notify them about Dainy's gluten allergy that just seems to be like growing with him. So they were already informed that he has a gluten sensitivity because I did write it on all his documents, his papers, when I was like getting him registered for school and daycare. But I just wanted them to know how like severe it's getting. I spoke to the daycare supervisor first and she was really accommodating, so she understood. And then the teacher, Dainy's teacher, called me later on in the day and just gave me an update as to how he was feeling. But before she was able to contact me, because I called her during teaching period, I spoke to Dainy and I asked him how he was feeling. And at first he told me he was feeling good. And then he was telling me that, no, he doesn't feel good. And then I asked him, I'm like, do you remember when we spoke about dehydration? Like, do you feel that way? And then he told me, yes. Guys, I felt so bad, but also I didn't know how to assess speaking to a 5-year-old on the phone. Now, I spoke to the secretary, and the secretary says, oh, he looks fine. There's like nothing alarming. He seems usual, but I'm also not in his class to say. So a little while after, the teacher called me and just said that he just seems more tired than usual. And I guess that's expected, especially when you're up like vomiting not all night, but having episodes of vomiting, which he experienced last night. So I get it, but they said that they didn't see anything alarming, which kind of put me at ease. But my mom was saying otherwise. She was saying that he just looks lethargic and his eyes look sunken in and he's lost weight. So I got like so concerned, but everyone's perception was a bit different. They're like, no, he's fine. Like he's eating, he's drinking. And I'm like, okay, cool. So my mom brought over some Gatorade to school for him. So he's been sipping on Gatorade. So I'm sure that will restore his electrolytes. And in a couple days, he'll feel like much better. I'm on my way right now, guys, to pick them up, but I think I'm going to stop at the grocery store just to pick up some more Gatorade and some other things that we need. And then we'll see how he's doing. But honestly, I feel so badly for him. Going through this gluten storm again is a real good indicator that we have to watch what he eats and change up his diet. And he's very picky right now. But I mean, he is 5, so. Anyways, that's kind of like a new challenge for me, is to really understand his diet and give him the variety that he needs. Anyways, guys, it'd be really interesting to know if any of you guys have to deal with like a gluten sensitivity and what are the type of foods you eat. Alright guys, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Alright guys, so I am going to head on out now. So we'll see Dainy soon.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, so I picked up the kids and honestly, Dainy's totally fine. I was a bit concerned earlier from the report I got from my mom, but he's doing good. Here, Dainy, say hi.
Hi.
How was your day?
Good.
Good. Oh, the Gatorade helped you?
Can I crack this glow stick?
Sure. So there's no issues with you, Dainy? You were good. All right. Maya, how was your day?
Cute.
It was good.
Yeah.
Put it back on you, Mommy.
Okay, put the puppy back on me. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. All right, guys. So, because it is Friday, I'm sorry it's so dark. Like Canada. Gets so dark. This is what Ontario's...
Turning into winter.
Right, this is like what Toronto's like in the winter. So, basically, Dainy came out of daycare, and he's like, Mom, look what I have. And they're just like 2 donuts. But I told them that he has medication, or I'll be getting medication. So, if there's an event at daycare, like a birthday party, he doesn't feel left out. He can't eat the cupcake there. He can bring it home, and he takes his medication that helps him break it down, and then he can have it. I think that's what Greg and I are looking at to kind of support what he has, like manage it better. So he's so responsible. So it's in the bag, and he brought it. He didn't eat it, which is good. Anyways, guys, so we are going to say bye to Amaya. She's at her dad's house for the weekend. But I thought, you know what? She might want to say hi to the fam. Right, Mai?
Yeah.
All right. Hi and bye.
Hi and bye.
Yeah. She's excited to go play with Tasia. All right, guys. We'll catch up more with Dainy once we get home. I'm so glad you're okay. Lover boy, Dainy. I love you so much. So you drank your Gatorade while you're at school? All of it?
Wait, no, not all of it.
No?
There's still some in it.
You put in the fridge? Good boy. I'm so proud of you for bringing those donuts home. And you didn't eat it, which is good. So you're learning. Do you know what you can eat and what you can't eat? Yeah, you're pretty good with that? Okay, good. So proud of you. Well,
I think those fruit gummies and the applesauce is caramel.
you can eat that.
Caramel?
Yeah. You
Oh.
can eat caramel.
Caramel is not gluten?
No.
Oh, since so last healthy snack, there wasn't enough for everyone. So everyone got, what do you have? The rice.
Cakes?
Yeah, the rice cakes.
Yeah.
And they were caramel.
Oh, yeah.
They were so good.
Yeah, those aren't gluten. Those, I'm pretty sure those are gluten-free, too. Or there might be ones that are gluten-free. All we have to do is check the label if we're not sure, okay, buddy? But you'll learn. I'm so proud of you, though. And I'm so happy you're feeling better. Your teacher said that you were, like, tired today.
I was being so quiet.
Why?
Because that's the time when my stomach was hurting.
Your stomach was hurting at school today?
And then when I drank the Gatorade, I was feeling better.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's really good. And what's really awesome, too, guys, is the girls are learning, too, what Dainy can and cannot eat. So they're always, like, looking over him, just making sure that he's eating things that are safe.
So
Yep.
today I ate something that only had 2 sugar in it.
2 sugars? Well, that's good. You don't want a lot of sugar in it. A lot of sugar is, like, not good for us, right?
Because all of it showed 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, he's doing much better than he was last night. I mean, last night was like...
hard.
Yeah, it was really hard. It was hard watching him go through what he was going through, that whole gluten storm. So I'm so happy he's back to normal.
I don't know what that red stuff was.
I think it was cherries from the cheesecake.
Oh, same.
Yeah. But it's funny because it's like when you go through something so like traumatic like that, you don't want it to happen again. And this is like his second time that it has happened, but they were so spaced out. So he's learning as he's, getting older.
Yesterday I vomited.
I know. But I'm saying this is not, like, it's not your first time. This is your second time. And you're just so much more aware. And you're learning now because you don't want to go through it again is what I'm saying.
I did not like, eat all of my stuff because the blueberries were just half.
Oh, you only ate half the blueberries.
Yeah, when I threw it up, it showed half.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, basically what I'm saying is just that, like, you're learning to recognize what you can and cannot eat, and I'm really proud of you. Anyways, guys, I'm going to feed these guys dinner. We're going to just settle in.
What are we having for dinner?
Chicken and wedges.
Chicken and wedges? Can I show them what I got now? Is it the jerk chicken?
No, it's just a barbecue chicken.
Okay.
So while I was at the grocery store, I see these donuts, the cinnamon sugar donuts, and these ones are gluten-free. My kids love them. They tried them at Jam Fest for Father's Day back in June. Yeah. And I don't know what told me to buy it, but I just been feeling so badly for Dainy. I'm like, you know what? I want to just have a in-house treat for him. Like a lot of our granola bars and stuff like that is gluten-free anyways. And he's still able to eat gluten. He just can't have too much of it.
Not like a lot.
That's right. But me and his dad came to the conclusion that we just really want to remove it out of his diet. So we're going to try...
Wait, is the ice cream gluten?
No. We're going to try our best to like keep it out of his diet and teach him what he can and cannot eat just to prevent any future issues. So it was funny when he brought home those powdered donuts and in a Ziploc bag. I'm like, oh, that's funny because he won't be able to eat them, unfortunately. But good news is I bought gluten-free donuts. So it was a really nice switch. He gave the donuts to his sister because I told him, you know what, I have a really nice treat for you at home after you finish your dinner. And guys, he ate his dinner, no problem. Dainy, try the donut. Let's see if it tastes like the one you tasted before. It's good? Okay, good. So I gave him a little ice cream and warmed up that donut. You're supposed to warm it up, but anyways. Yeah, so it seems like he's enjoying it. But I wanted to pop on here and say, yeah, like there's tons of gluten-free things. They're just expensive. And I just want to have like more ideas of meals that I can give him now that we're really going to like straighten up his diet. Anyways, guys, Daddy's still not home, but he will be home soon and we will check back in then.
2 hours later.
Hey guys, so I'm home from work. Chantel went to take a nap and I decided I need some root beer. It's the weekend. So I asked the kids if they want to come to the store with me. They're already in the car. Does this phone seriously not give me any light? This is ridiculous. I'm going to switch phones for a second because I'm pretty sure my phone gives me light on the front camera. I can't see anything. Okay, so this is the nighttime recording on my old phone. Let's see if we get the guys in the back here. Where's Dainy? There he is. Hi, Dainy. Where's Jasmine?
Oh, hello.
It's a little dark.
And Jasmine still doesn't have to be at the back.
She's in the way back. Why are you so far back?
I'm scared that Dainy's gonna vomit.
He's clearly not gonna vomit. He's better now. Anyways, he's good now. Like, he's great today, obviously. Jasmine does not need to be sitting way back there, but we're gonna take a quick trip to the store and let the kids look around. All right.
It's so foggy over
All right,
there.
we're here, guys. Come on out.
Foggy? No, all the way over. Does it look foggy? No, look. Is that fog?
Yeah, it's getting kind of foggy out. It's really warm for November in Ontario.
Yes. So good.
Mm.
But these are not the real ones that had lots of stuffing in it.
No, they're different.
But the other ones we got, they were real.
Well,
Because they started to move. Was that you who moved them?
I never touch those things. They freak me out.
Elves are real. Oh, so nice. Oh, pretty.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're just
They're golden.
very golden.
Oh, look. Look at these. I know
What
this
is it?
is a glue. It's Narheads.
Warheads? What? That's a W. You can read.
Oh, I thought it said an N. Warheads. But instead, this is a gluten. Christmas. This is a gluten, right, Dad?
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Sometimes, but
Rudolph, come on, come on, come on. Rudolph the Bright.
here, follow your sister.
Look at this, it's so pretty.
Oh my
look
gosh,
at the
guys.
second. Oh,
It's already broken.
it is?
That one is.
Come over here.
It's supposed to stick up.
Gummy bear ring. Jasmine, come.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Sisal gel, do not eat, throw away.
Silica gel pack. You know what they do?
What?
They absorb the moisture,
What
so it stays dry.
What's moisture?
What's that?
Pop it.
You guys have so many poppets already. Said you can get 2. There you go. Are you getting the horses?
Yeah, they look good.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
When there's no cars.
And there's
You
no
run.
cars. You don't run, Jasmine. You never run in the parking lot.
That's what all the people say.
Well, what people?
Everyone
We're not.
on YouTube.
You know, maybe you shouldn't be getting your information from YouTube.
I looked both sides. There was no cars.
Get in the car. All right, let's go see how Mom's doing. This is how dark it is. What time is it now? It's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like super nighttime.
It's supposed
It's been
to
dark
be
since
like
5:30.
Yeah, we're supposed to be
Oh,
like
lights out.
Snow globe.
We home. We home.
I'm gonna drop something right now. Can I open my snow globe?
Sure you can.
Can someone help me? Oh gosh, and Dad!
Look out! There it goes. Oh, that's so cool.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh, look at that thing. That's pretty cool. Wait, that's pretty bright. Holy smokes. Let me see it. Show me.
Not as bright.
Look at that.
Wait, let me compare it to my glow stick. Come on.
Come to the top of the stairs. Oh my gosh, look at that.
This is so strong.
Much later. All right, guys. So it is now time to put the kids to bed. I fell asleep.
to put the kids to bed.
Guys, I fell asleep. And then I woke up to Dainy running in my room with a bright blue ball that Daddy bought him. I thought it was so cool.
And then you went back to sleep.
I felt bad. That's how tired I am.
Then they watched a movie. And now
Without me.
Um,
What movie was it?
The Curse of Bridge Hollow? Hollow Bridge? What was it called?
It was Jack.
No, it was like The Curse of Hollow Bridge.
The Curse of Hollow Bridge.
Something like that. It was a Netflix movie. Marlon Wayans, Kelly Rowland.
I can't believe you guys watched a movie without me. Couldn't wake me up? Like,
So you can come sleep down here? I slept through half.
yeah, but Dainy, you slept through. Terrible, Greg. Just terrible. Did you guys have fun at the dollar store?
Yeah.
Aww.
There's elves.
There's elves out now?
No stuffing in it.
What?
These elves are mushy.
That's good. I'm glad you guys had fun. And Dainy's feeling much better, guys.
Sure.
As you guys can see.
He's watching TV here.
Dad, what's really awesome is when I spoke to the teacher earlier today, she says that even though, he may have had a bad reaction, they were already informed that he's gluten sensitive. And there's already food that comes to class that he says, I can't eat that. I can't eat that. He's doing like a great job being responsible for himself. So I was like really proud to see that. But we're going to end the vlog here tonight. But before we do, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell
up there.
Because we don't want you to miss a thing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.